Hello students, we have been discussing about reproduction in organisms, which is the first chapter of class 12 biology. So we have discussed about pre-fertilization events such as gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Today we will discuss about fertilization or syngamy. Before moving further, once again I would like to remind you that if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. So what is fertilization or syngamy? So it is the process of fusion of male gametes with the female gametes, and it results in the formation of a diploid cell known as zygote. So what is fertilization or syngamy? It is the process of fusion of male gametes with the female gametes, and it results in the formation of a diploid cell called zygote. So fertilization, it is of two types, internal and external. Fertilization is of two types, internal and external. What happens in external fertilization? What happens in external fertilization? In external fertilization, what happens? The fertilization or the fusion of gametes, the gametic fusion, it takes place, the gametic fusion or the fusion of gametes takes place outside the body of organism. What happens is in such type of fertilization, syngamy occurs outside the, or gamete fusion takes place outside the body of organism. It mainly happens in aquatic organisms. It mainly happens in aquatic organisms such as algae, fish, amphibians. So in external fertilization, what happens? The gamete fusion or syngamy occurs outside the body of organism, and it is seen, this type of external fertilization is seen mostly in aquatic organisms such as algae, fish and amphibians. So to enhance or increase, or to increase the chances of fertilization, so to increase or enhance the chances of fertilization, the organisms discharge a large number of gametes, particularly in water. Here the organisms, to enhance the chances of fertilization, organisms discharge a large number of gametes, especially in water. Mostly the bony fishes, frogs, etc. do it. By this process, what happens? As large number of gametes are released, discharged, so a large number of offsprings are also produced. A large number of offsprings are also produced. But the major disadvantage is that these offsprings are largely vulnerable to predators, those who hunt, to predators, and this threatening of the offsprings continue up to their stage of adulthood. So we all know fertilization is of two types, internal as well as external. What is external fertilization? Here the gametic fusion or the fumate fusion of gametes or syngamy happens or occurs outside the body of organism, and it is mainly found in aquatic organisms such as algae, fish, amphibians. To enhance the chances of fertilization, organisms in external fertilization discharge a large number of gametes, mainly in water, that's the medium, water, and as a result of that, a large number of offsprings are formed. But the major disadvantage is that the offsprings are vulnerable. The offsprings are vulnerable to predators or such organisms who hunt them, and this threatening of survival, it continues up to their adulthood until they are able to take care of themselves. So the second one is internal fertilization. What happens in internal fertilization? Here syngamy or fertilization, it occurs inside the body of organisms. What happens in internal fertilization? Syngamy or fertilization, it occurs inside the body of organisms, and it occurs mainly in terrestrial, those who live on land, terrestrial organisms such as fungi, higher animals, such as birds, reptiles, mammals, etc., and in majority of plants, such as bryophytes, pteridophytes, angiosperms, and gymnosperms. So internal fertilization is here syngamy occurs inside the body of organisms, and terrestrial, it is see this type of fertilization is seen in terrestrial organisms such as fungi and higher animals like birds, reptiles, mammals, and in majority of plants such as bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In internal fertilization, what happens? Male gametes, they are released close to the female gametes. Male gametes are released close to the female gametes. What happens here? The non-motile egg is formed inside the female body. What happens here? The non-motile egg is formed inside the female body, where it fuses with the motile male gamete. What happens? The non-motile egg is formed inside the human body, which fuses with the motile male gamete. The number of ova egg produced is less than the male gametes, than the number of male gametes. What happens here? Number of ova or egg produced is far less than the number of male gametes produced. Why is it so? Because many male gametes fail to reach the female gametes. So their male gametes are produced in large numbers, so at least some of them may reach the female gametes so that fertilization can occur. In seed plants, what happen? Pollen tubes. What kind of tubes? Pollen tubes help the non-motile male gametes to reach the female gamete. So in seed plants, pollen tubes are the medium, so that the non-motile male gametes here, they need a medium, and that particular medium is pollen tubes, and these help to reach the female gametes for fertilization. In honeybee, we notice an interesting phenomena. What is that interesting phenomenon? The fertilized egg What is the fertilized egg? It's zygote. It gives rise to queens and worker bees. Both of them are females. Both female. An unfertilized egg ova, it develops into drones which are males. So what did we observe? What did we observe in honeybee? An interesting phenomena. What happens here? The fertilized egg zygotes gives rise to queens and worker bees. Queens and worker bees, and both of them are female. And the unfertilized egg or ova, it develops into drones which are males. We have some terms here. Parthenocarpy. What is parthenocarpy? It is the production of fruit. It is the production of fruit without fertilization of ovules. It is the production of fruit without fertilization of ovules, and it results into formation of seedless fruit. Seedless fruit. What is parthenocarpy? It is the production of fruit without fertilization of ovules. Here fertilization of ovules don't take place, and as a result of that, seedless seedless fruit is formed. Parthenocarpy, it may occur naturally or can be introduced artificially. Parthenocarpy can be natural and or it can be induced artificially. The second term is parthogenesis. The second term is parthogenesis. In some organisms like rotifers, honeybees, birds, especially turkey, and in some lizards, the female gametes, ovum, that is the female gamete, form new organisms. They form new organisms without fertilization. What is parthogenesis? In some organisms such as rotifers, honeybees, birds, especially turkey, and in some lizards, the ovum, which is the female gamete, it forms new organisms. Without fertilization. So parthogenesis is the process in which some organisms such as rotifers, turkey, some lizards, and honeybees also. The female gamete, that is ovum, it forms new organisms but without fertilization. So in animals, morphological as well as physiological, morphological and physiological changes occur before reproductive phase and after reproductive phase. So in animals, what happens? Morphological and physiological changes. Physiological changes means the chemical and physical changes going on in our body. They undergo some changes in animals. Morphological and physiological changes occur before reproductive phase and also after reproductive phase. So that's all for today. Until we meet, have a nice time and don't forget to subscribe my channel and share and like my videos.